Howdy everybody, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Today we are on the non-landowner job. We have moved to a spot to where this guy's got this nice house, and I'm working around the backside of his house between his house and the dog pen. And I got to cut a couple of trees off here, and the tree limbs are right on his daggone gutter. So it's one of them deals where I screw up and we buy the guy a roof, or else I kind of finally figured out. And the whole meantime, when I'm doing all this, he's on the inside of the house eating breakfast or whatnot. So it is like, it is on, you know, and I'm nervous. But we get that done, and we go along the back west line. There's this nice, wonderful red oak tree there. Trying to get it down. We're cutting right on the daggone line, and I'm trying to get this red oak down. And now, me piecing things together that might not even go together, I'm looking at it like this. There's 9 landowners went together to sell this wood. This is the first neighbor that's not selling his wood. Now, I'm sure somebody had mentioned something to him, but he did not go for it, him or her. So, just me, and then by looking at their timber, it's due. So, just me looking at it, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm sure that this person does not want anything to do with me getting across on him as far as backing my tracks on him or getting a treetop on him or anything. So, going up this line and doing this line properly is pretty high on the priority list. That being said, that's all done. Now, we go out in the yard, and I finished the video up riding on Blackie with a GoPro. We leave today with 6 log trucks. We got Larry, Chris, me, Derek, and Robin, and Stevie. But Stevie ends up staying back. He has to work on his rig just a little bit. So but I wanted to really fall in the back and follow all 5 other log trucks out with my log truck, but it didn't quite work out that way, and people had other stuff to do, and all of us it was Saturday, and all of us had stuff we was trying to get to in the afternoon. So, but we did get following a couple log trucks out. Let's see what see what y'all think, and let me know what y'all think of this.
We're up here on the next landowner. We got an ash tree that's right before his house. Great. Make that 2 ash trees. And it's not exactly a shitty house. It's a pretty nice place. Back on it. That don't help none. Where you going next? I just gonna keep coming back clean's what I figured.
Let's get on this line going down through there.
I'll just work this up clean, get that cleaned out there, and then I'll head down where behind you, following you.
I'll let you down through there. If I can't get behind them, I'll get on the
Yeah, you said that, yeah.
Other than that, I got shit everywhere.
Shovel as I go, ought to, oughtn't I?
Okay, I'm set up over here cutting on this old boy. Right there by his house. He's inside eating. Right there in that room where I'm cutting. I'm so nervous. I feel like telling myself, "Well, do you got anything to do outside?" But no, he trusted me, so I'm like, but see how awkward. Imagine yourself sitting in the seat back here, and the way Brutus's hydraulics are, they're not the smoothest like an excavator. And I can't quite see when you go to grab something, the way your arms stick out, you can't quite see what you're grabbing. You got to kind of tickle, and the last thing you want to do with the hot saw is reach up there and smack on it with the hot saw before you even know you got a hold of it, because then it just falls. and you go to grab it, and it's like, and it just like Butterfingers, you know, slips right out your fingers. So now I'm going to cut the top, and now watch. Now, see how I push on the top of the head? I'm back here where I can't see, so I'm pushing on the top of the head, and that way I know, alright, I'm against the tree, but I'm obviously not happy about something. I'm going to have to move Brutus, I think. No, I went lower. So I'm pushing on the tree, and then now I seen the tree come to me, I know I had him with my arms, then I went in. So I got like 2 or 3 ways I check it to make sure I've actually got a hold of what I think I got a hold of, so I don't just cut it off and next thing you know it lands on top of his house. Now in the middle of the woods I made mistakes plenty, and the hot saw ends up chopping it off before I know what's going on. So you kinda gotta go into it nice and easy. Hot saws are made for production. Me and Matt, we've had this conversation in the past. Now they run, Chipper guy's buddy up there, they run a clearing, they work on right-of-way stuff with the power lines and stuff, and they actually like the intermittent saw like Librings runs, because of the fact that they can get a hold of what they want before they cut it. You know, I like the hot saw for big timber and stuff like that. Oh, I got a phone call.
That ought to do him. I think you'll like that. Alright, watch your noodle with the blade spinning. Okay, here's where we're getting ready to cut this red oak tree. I think it's leaning good. But here's the property line down here. It's running right through here. Straight through there. Y'all can see. And you can see where I've been cutting up there now. And it's the neighbor. And I back through this up in this corner between, it's not a corner, it's well, it is close to a corner. Look. This is another property heading out this way. And here's the property line here. This is the corner. There's the corner stake right there. So it heads out this way. It also heads out this way, but there's this fence here I'm trying to stay off of for his horses. So let me see if I can get this red oak tree down, see how it goes. Now I hadn't touched up my saw, but Brutus is I ain't touched up my saw, but this is a red oak, and red oak's kind of a medium density wood, so it's not going to put a lot on my saw. Ooh, I'm gonna put a fatty hinge on it.
Now you can really start to tell my throttle cable's stretching out right now. The saw's starting to slow down a bit. That's why it's sticking a little bit in that red oak. It shouldn't never stick in red oak. Red oak's a medium density wood. I don't know why it never registered to me, but I don't know if it was rustiness or what, but it takes days after this video here before I even start realizing I'm losing my RPMs. And I'm getting my stump down pretty low, which is good. You want your stumps down low on hardwood timber because your wood's down in there. That's where your money's at, it's on a butt log of a hardwood tree. So you try to keep your stumps down low on hardwood. You know, I'm sure there might be a Westerner or something watching this wondering, well, what's he doing that for? And I've been told by Westerners, and if any of you's a Westerner watching this, let us know if you agree. But I've been told by Westerners that your money log's in your second log, because that's got the flares off the second log, It's a long straight stem, and it's got kind of the stovepipe thing going where it holds its shape, and it's still a fat part of the tree, you know, which is totally different than hardwood. In hardwood, the daggone butt log's your high dollar log, because that's where none of the defects are. You know, you're going off of clear wood and hardwoods.
What we get paid to do. Right there. Good job, fellas. Good job, Redo. Look at that hand. She paid attention.
What I'm doing right here is cutting the flares off the root spurs, excuse me. We call that root spurs in the business. That's the spurs out to your roots there. I don't know. Butt flare, root spur. There's a few different hillbilly slang terms for it, I guess. But what that does is you take it in the sawmill and it screws with the debarker. And it screws with you got to get that bark off to get it to where that bark dulls the saw. So you want that bark and stuff off there. And it also, your head saw, you know. You want that bark off there, and the head can't get down in pockets to get the bark out of there. The root spurs stick out, and they get it screwed up in your slab belts and stuff like that. You know, it's just, they don't belong, you know. And here I'm getting a Spencer tape, if I can get it figured out. Because what I'm going to try to do is measure out this Redo and lighten him up a bit, because we got to actually shovel him across the fence. Now here's where your first cut is. That's where you're really making a change. Of course, my damn Spencer tape come loose on me. But that's playing priority. Now I backed off, I'd say, I looked over in a second, I'd say an 8 or 10 foot, probably 10 foot, yeah, it's a 10 foot log. I backed a 10-foot log off of that spot, but that spot's where the grade ended. Made a big change, and diameter change, and stuff like that. That's why I done that there. So it's going to be 2 logs. The logs that's going to be cut out of it's already thought out ahead.
Boy, it'd be nice throwing up over that fence. Getting ready to pull out of here.
Now it's Saturday, and there's 6 of us pulled out of here one time. Well, Stevie stayed back a little bit to do a little bit of welding on his rack, but then I think Junkyard finally went and got him and said, let's get out of here, call her a day. So Stevie's probably 5 to 10 minutes behind all of us, but we're getting out of here. Everybody's getting in. We'd worked a 2-round day. Chris and Larry made a round, and then on the second round, everybody got loaded out, chained down, strapped down, called her a day. Now I have had people get on me over the missing that my trucks are doing, and I got an injector pump issue, and I need to pull the injector pump off and get it sent off and redone. I think I got a cylinder, or I think I got I don't think the fuel's being sprayed right out of one of the pieces of the parts of the injector pump there to whatever cylinder. I think it's number 3 or 4 is what I'm guessing it is. Somewhere close to the turbo, I think is where it's at. But I need to get the injector pump redone. Put new injectors in it a while back, but before I do that, I gotta run the rack on it. I ain't run the rack on this thing forever, so it could be valve lash, it could be a few things yet, but we're just limping stuff along, trying to get it up close to the winter. When the weather starts flying, we'll start bringing things in, spending money on it. Now, they got Stevie's truck yet that they're working on, Big Blue. We still ain't got it back. We hadn't seen that thing in a year. And we kind of got trucks that slide and slipping, you know, but we need that truck back so we can start cycling trucks out and through. We got an extra truck or 2, but for sure an extra 1. We only have 1 truck that has no driver, and we need to get our trucks back so we can start cycling the ones, you know, so you can slowly but surely start cycling trucks through and get them fixed up. That's an issue we've been running into. But I don't know what we'll get done on Blackest Winter. I'd like to go through Blackest Winter, but there's so many projects ahead of Blackie and ahead of the stacks and ahead of everything that makes money. It's just hard to slow down and fart with something that don't make no money. They don't make any extra dime there, you know. And it's just in the way the mill works, you know, you got to, there's not enough time in the day to start with. So if you're spending that time wasting it, farting around some piddly thing that don't make you a daggone bit of difference, you know, there you are, referring to the stacks. And my light finally crapped out on me, my wide load blinky light. So the new light, I got a new light in, it goes on them stacks, you know. I just need to, I need to finish them stacks, but just can't slow down to do it. And I don't want to take Blackie down to fart with that and take a chance on screwing something up, and then there Blackie's down a week or 2 farting around over nothing, over something that don't amount to a pot full of pee, you know what I mean? So that's where we're at on that. But now the injector pump's a pretty big deal, and I don't want to get, the Blackie's the only truck's got a 3406C in it, cat motor. It's the only truck on the fleet that's got that, so I don't want to get an extra injector pump for it. I want to take the injector pump down that's on it and take it in and get it fixed and just have Blackie down and waiting on it. And I don't want to do that in the middle of beef up season. Right now we're doing this recording, it's sometime in September, I think. So it's way too early at this point to take a truck down for the winter push. This is a hard intersection to pull out of. And it's Saturday. Everybody's out running around. It's a nice day, so everybody's out enjoying the weather. You know, the heat's coming off. It's not near as hot in a day now as it has been. So everybody just wants to get out and romp. thing is, in our industry, and you get this time of year and stuff, we don't spend a lot of time sitting around enjoying ourselves and farting around on the weekends. We spend her cramming that log yard full, it seems like, you know. So most of our off times when the snow and the mud's are flying, you know. But I hope y'all like this. Let me know what y'all think and everything, and get with me and let me know what's up.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the buttons and leave me likes, comments, stuff. Let me know what's up. And to anybody's wanting Logger Wade gear, go to loggerwade.com and help yourself at the shop there. And we got all that good mess. Take care of it. And mostly just want to say thanks, everybody. Hope everybody has a good one later on.